Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Ice Hockey Aussies. We're talking another trade that happened today. We talked about the Timo Meyer one a little bit earlier. We got another one for you today. It's the Tanner Jeannot to the Tampa Bay Lightning trade. Um, Straight off, my first thing is what the actual shit is this? That is an absolute bucket load to give up. And I'll run you through it quickly now. The Nashville Predators acquire Foote, a 2023 third round pick, 2023 fourth round pick, 2023 fifth round pick, 2024 second round pick, and a 2025 first round pick, Tampa Bay's pick. And that is conditional, with the conditions being top 10 protected. If it's in within the top 10, it obviously falls to the following year, 2026. And given all of that, you might think that the Tampa Bay Lightning acquired a few pieces in the trade. Well, they did not. They received Tanner Jeannot, and that is it. I
Yeah,
don't know why they've given up so much. In my opinion, it is a bucket load for the one player, especially given the player is Tanner Jeannot, who's not a terrible hockey player, but I don't think he's worth a defender and 5 picks. That's my opinion. Jaden, what's yours?
no, I think this has to go down maybe as one of the worst trades of all time. Well, I honestly think alongside the Adam Larson Taylor Hall trade, maybe even worse because at least Adam Larson was serviceable, and Taylor Hall really only had that one magical year. So yeah, no, I think this is. I don't actually understand it honestly. I don't understand how the Geno is worth this much in regards to his trade value. I don't understand how Tampa got talked into this many picks, because from my understanding, it looks like Nashville weren't really going to get rid of him, and then Tampa just kept throwing picks at it till it landed. Maybe they've been playing too much NHL um, on the Xbox or PS, and they're used to just throwing picks to get the player, and that seems to be what's happened here. I don't even know if it makes them a better team. Honestly, I feel like what Geno's had one good year, that was last year. He hasn't shown up in the playoffs in the 9 games that he's played. He is fifth in the league in penalty minutes. Two behind Pat Maroon. So now they got two out of the top five in the league in penalty minutes. Obviously, they feel like they need grit for for some reason. I don't feel like that's what they need, but that's what they're gonna got, and I really don't understand it. I'd need a full breakdown from the actual GM to try and understand the thought process on this one.
100%. I get it. Picking up Tanner Jeannot, he obviously feels like he's a fit for them, and that's fine. I've got no problems with Tampa going out and acquiring. I mean, who are we to sort of argue with their GM when they've won two Stanley Cups in the last 3 years and been to three Stanley Cup finals? But what they've given up, it just seems like you didn't need to give up that much. I mean, that I'm seeing a lot of Nashville fans sort of go, man, I was going to be happy with a first round pick and Cow Foot. I would have thought we steamrolled that trade with just those two, let alone the other 4 picks. So it just seems like they could have got away with giving up much less, or at least got something else in return. So I don't know. I could have understood it if it was a bigger player and I was just like, you know what? Let's make it 3 cups with the potential to go again next year. Let's just throw everything at it. We know that we'll have to do a rebuild at some point. Yeah, dynasties don't last forever, but let's try and win as many cups as we can. I just don't see Tanner Jeannot being that player that is the reason they win another cup. And what they gave up kind of suggests that they think he is. So uh, we could be wrong. Their GM and their management could see something in him and he could just turn it on, helps Tampa to another cup, and this whole trade makes sense. And who gives two shits about the stuff they gave up because they've won another cup? I don't think any Tampa fan would be complaining if that was the case. But yeah, it definitely seems like a steep price to play for what is, yeah, Tanner
Well, I
Jeannot.
just I just think like if you're gonna offer all these picks up, like there has to be better players in the league elsewhere that you could have picked up that play the same role or a different role or better. Like I struggle to believe that there's not other players out there that you could throw this at, um, and get me even two players. Like I understand Tampa's predicting that they're going to keep on going for it, and therefore their draft picks aren't worth as much. And granted, they're 2023. It's a third, fourth, and fifth. So, and hopefully for them, they go deep. But 2024 onwards, it's very questionable, honestly, with how strong the East is. They've got players that are getting older and older and older. Um, they're not really going to have a prospect pool at the end of this, and yeah, I just don't get it. I understand they're in like win now mode, but they've given up way too much, and now they run their draft picks dry to actually pick up other players in the future. So I think this is going to bite them in the butt. Um, I still think they're going to compete very hard for the playoffs and everything. But if they don't win it, I think this is horrible. But you got to win it to make this a good trade. Which, even if they do
Yeah.
win it, do you go, oh, it's because of the Jeannot trade?
Well, exactly right. I 100% think they can win the cup without even doing this trade. So unless Tanner Jeannot plays like an absolute beast in the playoffs, and you literally go, yeah, okay, I can see his inclusion is a big reason why they won. I hands down think this trade is going to be a massive L for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Nashville Predators GM should take his hat off. I know he's just announced he's stepping down, but he's literally stepped out of Nashville, pulling off one of the just like he'll go down in history for this trade. Basically, he'll go down as a champion. You may as well put him in the Hall of Fame now because this trade is just, yeah, he's picked up massive assets to help Nashville's retooling of what they're calling it. Um,
Well, it's
and
fast
yeah,
tracked it
and
dramatically, really. It's moved it up probably a year, if
100%,
not two.
100%. And the thing is that Foote is still a reasonably decent defender, and I don't think he's quite hit his strides yet. But he's also trying to break into a Tampa Bay Lightning side. So he played 56 games last year, 13 games in the playoffs. He's played 26 so far this year. He's a positive plus minus. Yeah, I don't know. Like give him more of a chance on a Nashville um side, and who knows what he could become. And just on that, if he turns into something more than Tanner Jeannot, they win it on that alone. And they've got 5 more draft picks that, you know, if they manage to pull one decent player out of it, it just boosts the trade even more. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not quite sure what Tampa Bay's GM's thinking. It 100% it makes the Timo Meyer trade. We did a video earlier and we both agreed that what San Jose Sharks got was, really good for what they needed. Quite a fair return, but this kind of makes it seem like Devils have fleeced the Sharks. If this is what Tampa Bay Lightning are willing to give up, man, they should have traded Meyer to Tampa. They would have got
Hmm.
20 of their next 20 picks. They would have probably had Tampa Bay's next 5 years of first round draft picks, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I'm confused by it. I'm absolutely bewildered, and I don't know what else to say about it. But yeah, I think this is a Nashville fleece.
Yeah, Nashville Fleece. I honestly think, top five, top 10 worst trades of all time, honestly. Um, just for value and the quality of player. Like honestly, I'm looking at Foote and Jeannot, and I know they play different roles and whatnot, but I almost feel like it should be a straight swap. Maybe add a pick. It's just yeah, they did a typo and added a few more than they meant to, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And they can't turn it, and they can't reject it now. They sent it through by accident. Nashville signed it and said done, and they were like, "Wait a minute, no, no, we didn't mean to send that."
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
biggest plausible reason I've seen that's happened for this trade. Like you said, big win for Nashville. Fast tracks the retool. Shame their GM leaves after doing this type of trade. Because the next GM will probably be reaping the rewards of this trade, and then it'll make it
oh,
look
it's
like
going to be Barry
it's
Trotz apparently.
yeah. But it'll make it look like he did it. I was like, oh look, Nashville are good now, and it's because of me. And it's like, no, it's probably because of this trade. um,
Look, I don't think Barry Trotz is that type of person. I think he'll hand the credit off
yeah.
quite a lot throughout the years. He'll definitely credit. Um,
But yeah, no,
yeah, he'll
big
definitely pass
fleecing.
on the credit.
Top five,
Yeah.
honestly, top 10 worst trades of all time, in my opinion. And I guess I'll leave it there for you to sign out or any more comments.
Nah, honestly, yeah. Other than me just going, what the hell, 100 times. That's pretty much all I've got left. So yeah, I mean, guys, let us know what you think. Do you agree? Do you think Nashville absolutely fleeced this trade, or is there something we're not seeing? Do you rate Tanner Jeannot a bit better than we do? Um, let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, take care.
Ciao.